How will these overnight cues impact our own markets? We have our research team joining in with just that, what the trade setup is looking like and the stocks that are likely to be in the news as well. Hey guys, a very good morning. Rima, let me come across to you first up. What is the market setup looking like today?
Well, you know, it's the SGX Nifty is again suggesting a very, very quiet start, just up close to about 10 to 20 odd points. But the Asian markets are a tad bit subdued and they are taking cues from Wall Street, where the weakness that we saw towards the end of last week continued. So once again, those magnificent 7 stocks, the technology names, continue to struggle in trade. There were a few downgrades as well. So Goldman Sachs downgraded Tesla. The stock sold off close to about 7% You had UBS, which downgraded Alphabet. So that stock was under pressure. In fact, across the board, even Nvidia was down close to about 3.7%. For our own markets, yesterday was a fairly range-bound session. The good part was the mid-caps, which were showing weakening momentum towards the end of last week, were stable. So in fact, the mid-cap index roared by the end of it and was up close to about 1%. The Nifty needs to hold on to its 20-day moving average. This is a level which is pretty much held out since April. Even yesterday, we got very close to that, 18,650 mark, which is a 20-day exponential moving average. So we need to be watching out for that. In terms of flows, nothing much to report. The DII's net bought 250 crore. The FI sold about 400 crore. Secondary market action continues in terms of sales. So you've got an Aditya Birla QIP that's estimated to be about 750 crores. Sapphire Foods block worth about 30 lakh shares or 3 million shares. On the primary market side, Idea Forge IPO day 2 today, but on day 1 itself, it's a very strong subscription from retail as well as HNI, and Seng DLM IPO will be opening for subscription, and this is in the electronics manufacturing space, and again, it gets majority of its revenues from aerospace and defense. So it's pretty much ticking all the right boxes in terms of what's hot. Seng DLM, because it's an EMS company, plus caters to aerospace and defense. Back to you.
Okay, all right. That is the market setup and some stocks that will be in focus as well. But let's talk about the other ones. Abhishek is here to list out those stocks in focus. Abhishek.
Well, to begin with, City Union Bank, they have taken a board approval for a fundraise of up to 500 crores. This is an enabling resolution that every lender does take. So, Aditya Birla Capital, they have launched a QIP of 1,750 crores, which is at an indicative price band of 170 to 176 per share. So, this looks like a discount of about 3% to the current market price. BLS International Services, the board of directors of one of the subsidiary has approved for an IPO for fundraising. So Sapphire Foods, they have a block deal coming up today. 3 million shares which will be traded between 1,345 per share to about 1,391 per share is the indicative price. So they seek to raise about $51 million via this placement. Navin Fluorine, the board will consider fundraising on June 30th, and we have ICICI Proof, which has got a show cause notice from DGGI for not paying tax of up to rupees 492 crores. Pertaining to a period of July 12, that is 2012 to up to July 2022. So the matter largely relates to an industry-wide issue of input tax credit that they had availed. Back to you.
Okay, all right. Those are all the stocks in focus. This is our Power Prep segment. It's time for a break now. When we return, banks indicate they need more time to implement the new FEMA rules imposing a 20% tax collected at source on forex transactions. More on that when we return.